So we're just going to put some oil onto the back into the areas where we're going to be applying the cups. This actually helps with the application of the cups, stops them from slipping off, or stops the suction from being lost with air coming in. Thankfully Mustafa is not too hairy on his back, which makes it quite easy for me to apply the cups. Each one, and applying the suction. You can see as we apply the suction, small amounts of the skin just get drawn up into the cup as we're applying this. So we're going to apply 3 of these into the mid-back. And these points are quite significant because they're right behind the heart and the lungs. So we leave these cups on now for a couple of minutes before we start the next step. Does that feel okay?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just making lots of tiny little scratches on the surface of the skin, and it's barely kind of painful. A lot of people think that this is quite an uncomfortable or painful procedure. Here we take the cup off.
بكلمات الله التامة من كل شيطان وهامة ومن كل عين لامة بكلمات الله التامة من شر ما خلق.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Now we have Mustafa's been here for a little while. He's had these cups on. Mustafa, how are you feeling?
Yeah, good, thanks.
You feeling nice and relaxed?
Very relaxed.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Okay, so we're going to start taking the cups off. As you can see, the cups have filled up somewhat. It's not a huge amount of blood. It's quite an insignificant amount of blood loss in terms of the kind of the big picture. But let's start taking some of these off. Okay. Okay, now that we've taken the cups off, I'm going to apply a little bit of antiseptic around the areas just to clean up the areas and to make sure that there's no more blood left on the surface of the skin. Okay. Is this painful at all?
No.
Okay, and as you can see from this, the bleeding stops from the small scratches pretty much straight away.